Fresh lick of paint, quick sanding, and even a good cleaning can really do the world of good for tired-looking features. Some of them, though, are not so much tired as geriatric, like this bird table. Oh dear, seen better days, not to worry. Here with this simple guide to reviving old furniture is carpenter Bruce Kenneth. Good morning. I think you need to be an undertaker on this, Bruce.
Absolutely. I think it's ready for the grave, but I can revive that, definitely.
Can you? Is it really worth it?
It's salvageable. The base is good. The base is nice and strong. These are replaceable parts. I think with some reinforcement, a new roof, some membrane on top of it, a lick of paint will be good as new.
Oh, right. Well, we'll believe you.
Okay.
You're about to prove that you're right. So, first thing to do, you've got a good solid base. I mean, that's...
Yes, the base is actually really good, and it's in pretty good condition. Like I said, there's a little bit looseness here in the uprights, but I think a couple screws, reinforcements around the edge, a new roof, and things.
Definitely a new roof.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely a new roof.
Delaminated.
It's pretty bad.
So what are you going to use? What material?
Pressure-treated timber for the sides here to reinforce, and then I've got some plywood here.
So is that marine ply? We're talking really strong stuff.
It's good strong ply, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put a membrane in with some nails so it holds on nice and tight.
Right, so it's basically a case of... Because there's a good bolt through there.
You know, it's in really good condition. It was well made.
You're very noble, very kind about saying it's in good condition.
I'm trying.
It's all right. It's a bit like me. It's all right up to about there. Right. So got the ply, got the timber, and then presumably a good coat of paint on it.
Absolutely. A few coats maybe.
What do we need to look for when in terms of outdoor paints?
Any paints should say on the tin if they're recommended outdoors.
Yeah.
Don't use interior paints outside externally. If you can, use pressure-treated timber or treated timber, or
will last that much
exactly,
longer.
or timber that's meant to be outside, Iroko, cedar, something along those lines. A marine ply. Any of those things are good to use.
Yeah, so it's either hardwoods or the marine version,
exactly.
which is, weatherproof in a way.
Yes.
So you've got, have you cut your piece of ply already?
Yeah, I've cut just a little piece of roof ply here, but I've got to remove all this, and then I've cut these already. So these are just some pressure or tannalized timber, and they're going to go around the edge. And
well, there's a practical point there as well, because it stops the bird from falling off.
There used to be one.
Oh yes, so there did.
Yes.
Same vintage as the roof.
Exactly. But
paint-wise, then, what colour?
I brought some paints with me. I got a pink.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm ready for pink.
That's not too bright. Okay. So I've got like a willow, which is like a nice light
tasteful,
green. Yeah. And then like a mint, like just like a light.
Oh, what shall we go for? Shall we be rash and go for mint? Because I mean, we're not playing safe, are we?
No.
Let's go for a mint green bird table.
Okay.
I can't wait to see. We are going to come back later on and give Bruce a bit of time to crack on with it. That's the bird table, but I'm afraid we also have some furniture made of metal that's in need of more than TLC. It's capital T, capital L, capital C, just over here. I mean, some people would take a look at these and say, oh, goodness me, bung them on a skip. But, keeping stuff going is important nowadays, isn't it?
Absolutely. They look well made. They're good material. They're worse for wear. They're getting a bit old.
So,
I think
yes, I know that was rather pointed of you, Bruce. You get a whirl with that. Right. So it's amazing. This is So it might get the muck off. I mean, that really is taking the paint off the whole lot. So if you haven't got a pressure washer like this, I can see what's on my chair.
The old-fashioned one.
A piece of sandpaper and a wire brush. And some of the paint is still sticking.
Well, that's just as effective, really, in the end of the day. It's a little bit more labor-intensive, but, it's easy to do. Therapeutic, I guess.
It's a good workout.
It is a good workout.
I love the way that you got the pressure washer and I got the sandpaper and the wire brush.
I apologise about that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you some time now, okay? So you can, concentrate, properly get on with it, and we'll come back and see you turning our geriatric bird table into a thing of beauty and a joy forever, and these two into a lover's seat that's worth a tryst.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you.
It is hard to believe that heap of rotting wood was transformed into this.
Well, thank you.
So talk me through the process. What did you do? It was a wreck, and it isn't now.
It was an absolute mess. But the bottom was good and solid, so I checked everything over. The joiner was still good. The screws are nice and tight. Up here was the work. What I did was got some battens. There was actually some wood knocking about. It's got a bit of a beveled edge on it, if you can notice. I put some screws in here to tighten this back up. Ran a couple screws in through the top. cut this to size.
So it's making it stable. I mean, it really is not.
No, it's not moving
wobbling
anywhere.
now because I'm moving the legs, but it's really stable.
Absolutely. So I ran a nice couple screws in each one. So
This was marine ply.
Yes, it was. I even gave it a lick of paint underneath and put this top
Painted
on.
the ceiling for the sparrows, you know.
Exactly.
Not the Sistine Chapel, but they'll quite like it.
Yeah, I'm no Michelangelo. But it's okay. I did my best job, got the nails in there, so it's got aluminum nails so they don't rust. And it was a nice little project to do. I think anybody could accomplish this themselves. Basic set of tools, just a drill. You could cut a handsaw, and that's it.
So all you need is a bit of time.
That's really all you
and a bit
need.
of effort.
That's it.
And a bit of willpower, and it's cost next to nothing.
No, just half a tin of paint.
Yeah,
That was it.
that's elegant. I mean, goodness me.
This is a transformation here.
It was a rust bucket before.
It really was.
And now,
It looks beautiful.
this, I mean, I said to you, didn't I? Well, people would put that on a skip because it was rusty, the paint was flaking off. You put that pressure washer on it, which astonished us by how much it took off of the loose paintwork, and then set together with a little help from one or two of the team, I think we're allowed to say.
Yes, it was a team effort these to get them painted in time.
So tell us about the paint that goes on.
I used a Hamrite paint, so it's oil-based paint, and put 2 coats on most of it. It's pretty straightforward to
It
do.
almost becomes like enamel, doesn't it? It's
It
quite
does,
quick drying too.
Yes, it takes a few days for it to really harden off,
Yeah.
but yeah, it dries pretty quick.
Being that sort of paint, it's resilient.
It very much so
It's
is.
going to take quite a bit of
Yeah.
time.
And the best thing to do is preparation is the key with any
Yeah.
of this stuff. So get off as much loose paint as you can, sand it back if you can. You can use a wire brush.
You see, you end up with a piece of furniture which I'd quite like to take that home now. It just looks so much better, and it just reminds you that the garden furniture you've got, it sometimes doesn't need replacing. It just needs a heap of TLC, which wouldn't cost you a fortune.
No, not at all. I mean, the wood for this was just knocked around the farm, and this is just a bit of paint and some time, really.
Yeah,
So, I mean, this is like a day project, I would think, for most people.
yeah.
Give yourself a weekend if you don't feel like doing it all day.
And you end up with something that's going to see you right the way through the summer.
Exactly. And if it's a wooden bench that's got a broken slat, you can just do the same thing with a wooden bench, replace a wooden slat. So a lot of people are inclined to throw things away, but look at things that sank in time and go, could I fix this? And, you know, try to make the most out of your money as well. I think that's the most important thing.
Who wouldn't want to see this in their gardens? Bruce, thank you very much indeed. Well
Thank you
done,
very
you.
much. Thank you.